Good evening, everybody. So my name is Chris Hardy, as you heard. I'm from the SWASF office. We're over at 301 Battery. We recently moved, so if you haven't seen our new digs, I encourage you guys to stop by and pay us a visit. And we actually have a lot of pro bono projects that are going on across our offices right now, and I'm going to speak to you specifically about the Baker Places Recovery Garden. It's located at the Grove Street House. But in addition to talking about that, I'd like to comment on how this presentation tonight is actually very apt for our company, because Cinda Gilliland recently started the Social Impact Design Initiative at SWA Group, and we're instigating really a discussion about how we can best support these kinds of design projects and pro bono efforts and learn from our lessons and do better work in the future. And it's a really exciting time for us. So when we're talking about right now, why do we do these projects? Because all our offices have been doing pro bono in different ways, in different aspects, and for different reasons over time. We do it because of community. Maybe there's a contact that we really want to work with, because there's values that we really think are important that are embodied in the project, or because it's fun, because landscape architecture at the end of the day is a lifestyle profession, and we all kind of like what we do anyway. But the thing that's been really important for us, especially as speaking as a young designer, everyone else here is principals, I'm a staff for clarity, is that we believe it makes us better designers. Pro bono projects quite often give us opportunities to interact with people and with constraints and with opportunities that we don't otherwise have the chance to do so in our day-to-day work. And so by broadening our experience, it makes us better designers. Also, again, as a younger staff, there's opportunities to take ownership in the design and the process that might not be otherwise available in our day-to-day work. Pro bono is a great time for learning and for mentorship. There's also the other aspect of strategic volunteerism. So speaking from like a nonprofit sector, there's a lot of times where you have a community need for an amenity that's really strong, but there's no funding in it to get the visioning documents necessary to apply for funding. So you have a catch-22, so nothing happens. So if landscape architects can come in and assist at that early stage, who knows what can happen as the project moves forward. So one such relationship is with the Baker Places Residential Treatment Services Group. This is a social rehabilitation organization, and what they provide is assistance to get people who have been in long-term institutional care to reintegrate into our society. Now, these are folks who are coming out of long-term mental institutions or social rehabilitation clinics. There's actually a lot of these services in San Francisco. The dots you see are just the ones that are publicly mapped. But for instance, like the lower dot in the sunset, that's the Sober Living Group, and they have 88 properties in the city. There's literally hundreds of these all over the city. It's kind of a hub. The specific house we're talking about is the Grove Street House. And there's about a dozen people who live in here, and during their 6-week stay, they're actually sequestered there 24/7. And they have this opportunity in their backyard, this beautiful, sunny, well-lit backyard space that they could potentially extend their program into. When we've been talking with the house counselors and residents, there's some very clear program opportunities they're interested in. They want to come out, they want to garden, they want to even just barbecue. So we approach this project the way we approach a lot of projects in our office, where we open it up to the office and we have a quick charrette. We produce dozens of different designs, but really at the end of the day we honed in on kind of 3 key goals. That we believe that horticultural therapy is a missed opportunity, and that social gathering and bringing the house program out into the yard are really great opportunities for the space. So we split up into 3 teams and designed 3 options. One focusing exclusively on horticultural therapy, one developing a series of garden rooms to really just make this a part of the house function, and one creating a strolling garden where there can be opportunities for exercise and meditation in addition to the other programs available. So this is a very new project for us. We're very excited. It's just getting kicked off. Our next steps are to hone in on one design option, and then we're going to be working with the community contact with Tawana to apply for some grants and to solicit material donations. The beautiful thing for a project like this, for a company like ours, is that it's small enough and discreet enough that we can get our hands dirty and we can actually build it ourselves. We're very excited about that. And if it's successful, we hope that it can provide a model for other halfway homes and 3/4 housing in the city, which all too often sequester the residents inside. So one of the main reasons we think that we do pro bono work at the end of the day is because we're at the beginning of a process, and who knows what we can learn and what kind of experiences and relationships we can develop. And as long as we're passionate, that's all that matters. Thank you very much.